It's time to do the merges. We do some fetch quests. Well, more like fetching for crafting materials if we get better crafts. So,
Why not? Because we're Templars. That even mean
I might swing by Val Royale first. Nah, I can do it afterwards. It's not worth it. Tints, you say? Oh, tints. We still got a lot of Hunterland stuff left, but I'm gonna save it until after we recruit everybody else. And I've never talked to Blackwall here. I forgot all about this.
Look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it, to be that close.
It's right there. We could take a trip if you're that curious.
I'm gonna have to decline. At least until I learn more about it. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
Being upfront is better than knife fear.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers. I've heard rumors of abandoned Warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The Wardens? I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still Darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own like always. Quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
Do you find that odd? The Blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me. At your service.
I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher then. Ferelden.
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
I hear that many Wardens were once criminals.
You're right. When you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
What did you do before you became a Warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a Warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
Why did you join the Wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Very well.
Hey, unlocked his quest.
Slammed the door in our faces, sir.
Didn't expect otherwise. This is like Tern Logain and Arlene and fighting Outlaw again. But instead of two soldiers, it's dozens of chantry clowns.
I'll get a crystal brace, so I'll take the key on mother. Thank you. Yeah, herbs are actually quite useless. You upgrade your potions and then let you stay around.
You don't think we'll have to defend ourselves from the chantry forces with this, do you, sir?
We are the chantry. Here, tell Mother to see this as much as I can. Need something?
Carry on.
It's really weird in this game. Alright, we got some velveteen. And I like velveteen. Makes good looking. Not always the most effective, but it looks pretty good.
I don't understand. Even the Templars are...
I heard the Templars.
Seems odd. I can see them breaking the Chantry's chain, but not running from the fight.
What do you mean, the Templars?
Where do you think they get their lyrium?
Hidden puzzles. Press 5. Let's just take
Greetings.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
At least we got Inquisition troops out at Redcliffe, giving those people some real...
here. Some silk. I would love some silk. Silk. Piece of this silk. I want to like this. Silk is such a versatile ingredient, and it. I don't have to make the full run circle again.
I don't understand. I thought the chant of light balance...
Maker, though the darkness comes upon me, I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm.
You good? And blue. Wait. We got some schematics that I should have already had. Okay. I'm guessing the golden nugget is half broke. So let's get the gold.
Apothecary Adon will have more poultices for the inn as soon as... Mistress Lavelle, do you have a moment?
Yes. Good.
You always. Let's go.
Did you need something, Ambassador?
Yes. Well, not precisely, but... I would like to know if anyone here has treated you unkindly, Herald, for being an elf.
If they have, they've been stealthy.
Good. Please let me know if that changes. If we're to convince the world that Andraste's Herald is an elf, the Inquisition must give you its utmost support. Stories of wild Dalish elves have grown even more outrageous as people learn of you.
Isn't the magic just as much a problem as my ears?
It depends which way the wind is blowing. Magic is meant to serve man, the chant teaches. Close the breach, and we can claim that is why Andraste chose you. Hopefully it will be enough to replace this gossip about the Dalish.
How have the rumors gotten worse?
I would prefer not to repeat them.
Give me something.
Stealing children, selling peasants to slavers, burning down villages, using infants for blood magic. Those are the stories about your fellow Dalish. I won't repeat what they've said about you.
Why not claim the Dalish can steal your breath or turn into dragons while they're at it? Now that I've said that out loud, someone probably has.
Very likely. I will see what the Inquisition can do to contain the slander. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
Getting up before dawn to fish, constantly mending wagons and tents, spending days on the hunt. I still can't believe city dwellers have food delivered straight to their doorsteps.
Really? I never considered it extraordinary. Haven is so far away from home. You must miss the people of your clan.
Oh wow. Yes. Romance.
All my friends are there. Before I came to the Conclave, the clan was my whole world. I'd like to see them after everything is done.
I hope you get the chance. Whether you're with them or not, being the clan of the Herald of Andraste will mark them in history.
There have been other elves close to Andraste. Shartan led an army of them in her name.
This is true. I'd forgotten. The Chantry is not fond of Shartan. Perhaps we should draw parallels. Hint that Andraste's favor has returned to an elf in our time of need. Thank you, Herald. There are some letters I should write.
Shatan. Record level up. Wait. Solus. inventory space. I should probably
Though the darkness
go
comes
to
upon
vendor real
I shall
quick and
embrace the
sell
light.
stuff.
I shall weather the storm. I shall endure. What you have created, no one can kill.
The Carter really has no issue selling to both the Mages and the Templars during this war.
Hey, don't worry. I'll sell to you.
And Mother...
Mm. That's nice. You know. Right. And to the mages.
Walk safely.
Heaven has been filled with silence. I knew then, and crossed my heart with shame.
Apothecary Don wanted to know when you might be able to provide the materials he needs. I asked.
And as I do a wardrobe change here. More side missions to Cult of Andraste.
Let's see what we have.
Walking sea.
Let's see what we have.
That's urgency. Or lay. Oh yeah, the very ordinary treaties. The robes.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me? He's so complimentary that we are certain he wants to kill you.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Other than the main gate, there's got to be another way into the castle. A sewer? A watercourse? Something.
There's nothing I know of that would work.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
While they're focused on Leliana, we break the Magister's defenses. It could work, but it's a huge risk.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Look at levels 4 to 7 and level 8. MoreInqLevels. Very cool.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Mistress Leliana and no one else. You lot wait here.
They have to accompany me. You wouldn't deprive me of my attachés, would you?
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again.
Interesting to see him sitting on the Earl's throne.
And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
I'd much rather discuss your time magic.
I'm afraid I have no idea what you mean.
She knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
You wanted me here. Why?
Do you know what you are? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
If I'm a mistake, what exactly was the breach supposed to accomplish?
It was to be a triumphant moment for the Elder One. For this world.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Blah, blah. My cult is better than yours. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Well, you know, it's a chance for the Imperium to really one-up that whole starting the Blight thing.
He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen
Yep, because the Vigil Imperium's why the Blights
You can't
happen.
involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
Let's do the time warp again.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Displacement. Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
That doesn't sound good.
It sounds terrible. Depending on when we are and what happened while we were away. Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I counted it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world. We didn't travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy. But don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
You have a plan to get us back, I hope.
I have some thoughts on that. They're
That's some
lovely
thoughts of a plan.
like little
That
jewels.
sounds familiar right there. But I do not want to, like, swing about it. Let's get you some decent weapons because I like the Griffin robes. Too bad they suck. Oh. Pew, pew, pew. Alright. Yep. This
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
wolves and dogs. I guess it is for Elden, isn't it? Oh, so that's it? No more? This is okay. Literal. Ooh, lit.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
Uh-huh. I think you need to stick away from Andraste there, friend. A nice mine placement. Okay, we're here. Your rugged grip.
Andraste's sacred knickers. You're alive.
I swear, you need to get away from Andraste a little bit.
How did you escape?
We didn't escape. Alexius sent us into the future.
Everything that happens to you is weird.
You might be right about that.
I'm always right, and when I'm not, I lie about it. So, what are you doing here? Or did you come back just to trade quips with me?
We get to Alexius, and I just might be able to send us back to our own time. Simple, really.
That may not be as easy as you think. Alexius is just a servant. His Elder One assassinated the Empress and led a demon army in a huge invasion of the South. The Elder One rules everything. What's left of it, anyway. Alexius is really not the one you need to worry about.
Assassinations, invasions, and demon armies. I'm a little glad I missed all that.
Yeah, you lucked out there. You want to take on Alexius? I'm in. Let's go.
Yay, and for some reason you have all of the armor you had before. Because, you know, they wouldn't have taken your crossbow or any of the other stuff, that's for sure. Oh no. So... I'm pretty sure we should have like found Blackwall already, right? Let's do quick on that. There's no way I missed him, so just be further in, okay. Let's not give you back your tank. I got you. It's an elite power play right there.
I hear you.
Andraste, have mercy.
Seriously, back away from Andraste.
The dead should rest in peace.
It's really me, and I'm definitely not dead, Blackwall.
I was there. I saw you fall. Alexius' spell left nothing but ash.
You skipped over too much. Look at the poor man. Alexius' spell didn't kill us. It sent us forward in time. That's how we survived.
Forward in time? I don't understand.
If we get to Alexius, we can go back to the moment we left and stop all of this from happening.
Maybe I've just gone mad. If what you say is true, then this... everything I've been through, everything about this nightmare, is a mistake.
Hang on to that feeling. You can take it out on Alexius when we find him.
Good advice. If we make Alexius pay for his crimes, that's enough for me. From what I've heard the guards say, Alexius never leaves the throne room these days.
Okay. All the way back to here. Yeah, more chests.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
What is the date? I need to know how much time has passed.
Harvest Mir. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
So if this is what he can do in 1 year.
Stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's more powerful than the Maker in this game because the Maker doesn't do anything. So we've learned.
I've never fought a god before. This should be memorable.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
Oh, sure.
If Red Lily is an infection, Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Feels good to be fighting again.
Well, the gang's all back together. What could go wrong now?
Plenty.
Take a look around. See if there's anything we can use.
A supply cache. Mm-hmm. Locked door. When I first did this was like so interesting. And then I did the because I did this one first, and I did the Templar one, and then I was like, I like the Templar one way better. Why is that? It's not even fair. Okay. The Devout's torture chambers, huh? There are light on guards here. Just saying. Especially considering, you know, someone who has a power of a demon army. Really place a few more guards.
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
Our mother. Where was your maker when you needed him most?
Leaders of souls.
Tell me how Lavella knew of the sacrifice at the temple.
Never.
There's... You will break.
I will die first. Or you will. You're alive.
It's only been a year. You've aged like 20. How you doing?
You're safe now.
Forget safe. If you came back from the dead, you need to do better than safe. You need to end this. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Okay, that's a weird abrupt end to the...
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
One down!
Hold the button, you say.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Let me, Linnea.
Come for...
This is madness. Alexius can't have wanted this.
Why couldn't he have? So where are these docks at in the previous Dragon Age games? I'm just saying, we studied Redcliffe pretty extensively. I don't remember there being some docks just chilling. There's no trust down here. So they build these in the last year? Because if they really had docks attached to the castle, couldn't you just navally invade these guys? Where did the docks go is a better question. Like, last I checked, there wasn't really a big body of water around, except for like Callan had. So you're saying we can make it to the mage tower from here?
The breach, it's
everywhere. It used to be, it was only dwarves who were afraid of the sky. Now, it's just good.
Not enough. There. Yeah, more shadow essence, more demon essence. So I'm confused. So this timeline is also really broken. Because it's like the breach reaches all over the place. And does that mean it doesn't exist? I'm so confused. Because the entire point of the breach was they're trying to destroy the Veil to the Fade. Yeah, we still have these breaches to the Fade. Like, this thing is just so poorly written when they start doing time travel. It's like, well, we already know what should have happened.
Connor! It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist. He resisted that demon to the last.
Itty kazoo. Hmm.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough. Yeah, I guess I will.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
The main hall is that way. I'm sure that's where Alexius is hiding.